Hello everyone, welcome back to AJ's Movie Place. Hope you're all well today. If you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. If you're a new viewer, then welcome to the channel. Please take a look, have a look at my other content. If you wish to subscribe, please feel free to do so. Also, you can leave me a comment. I do reply to all comments. And if you do like what you see, hit that notification bell to keep apprised of all of my upcoming content. Now, I do have a review for you today. I'm going to be reviewing the movie Kate. Yes, the new movie starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Woody Harrelson. The film dropped a few days ago, so I thought I'll watch it and I'll give it a review, and why not? So without further ado, let's get on with it. Yeah, so this new movie, Kate, that dropped a couple of days ago. Now, I had seen the trailer maybe 4 weeks ago or something. I thought that looks a bit interesting. But of recent, there has been a spate of these films that all feel very sort of similar. You know, strong female lead, action, all this sort of stuff that have come our way. We had Gunpowder Milkshake. We had Jolt with Kate Beckinsale. So I'll be honest, I went into this one a bit apprehensive. I wasn't sure about it. And I switched it on Saturday night and subsequently fell asleep. But then I thought, last night I'll give it a view. Saturday night may have just been because I was tired. You know, nothing to do with the film itself. So yeah, so the basic premise of this film is nothing original. You know, there's been numerous films in the past with this storyline where you've got someone, in this case, she's like an assassin. She has 24 hours to live, and she goes for vengeance after the people that have basically killed her. That's the premise in a nutshell. Now, like I said, you know, Kevin Costner's done this sort of thing. There was a film years ago called DOA, I believe, Dead on Arrival. You know, it's a story trope it has been used time and time again. But was it used to any perfection in this film? Let's find out. So, there may be spoilers. I'll try not to spoil the film, but just be wary of that, please. So the film opens with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's the assassin, the said assassin, and her handler is Woody Harrelson. Now, she does assassinate a fella at the beginning. The assassination is witnessed by, I believe, it's a family member, a young girl of this fella that gets killed. So the young girl's kind of traumatised by it. She feels guilty that she's taken this shot in front of the young girl because their rules say they shouldn't be doing this. So she has a bit of, you know, it starts affecting her and her performance in her role as an assassin. Subsequently, she gets poisoned with radiation by taking a drink with someone. The radiation's got 24 hours until it kills her. She has to find out who and why this has come to pass. She meets up with the young girl whose family member she killed, because she wants her to get to a higher member of this clan in Japan. And yeah, you know, it's that sort of thing. So I'm not going to go deep into the story because the story's not really... you know, there's twists and turns, there's a bit of double crossing at the end, this sort of stuff going on, you know what I mean? She does befriend the little girl, then subsequently it's just so anyway, my thoughts on the film. I don't want to go too much in the story to give you it beat for beat, because that's not fair to you if you want to go and watch the film. Okay, the film is directed, it's directed pretty well. You know, it's handled very well. It feels like there's a budget on screen, and the action is good. The action is done in sort of John Wick style. You can actually see what's going on. It's not quick cuts. There are obvious bits where it's a stunt performer and not Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but she does a fine job in the physicality of the role. There's a lot of gunplay in the film. The film does go from gunplay to fight to gunplay, like that. It plays out like that all the way through. And to be honest, me myself, that does become a bit boring to watch when it's just constant fighting, constant gunplay, and There's no story. You can only do so much with that. I know some people get off on this sort of thing, but when it's just constant, non-stop from beginning to end, it can become a bit tedious. The film runs at 1 hour and 45 minutes, thereabouts, give or take. It did start dragging towards the end for me. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was fantastic in it. You know, we last saw her in Birds of Prey, I believe. She may have done something since between, but we last saw her in that. She had a bit of physical role in that. So yeah, so she was fine in it. Woody Harrelson, he delivered, but I'm pretty sure that his time on set was not overly long. He kind of bookends the film. He's there at the beginning, he's there at the end. The whole middle section is given to her and her story, with the little girl and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, so the film's handled well. There's one car chase scene in it, which doesn't go on for very long, but it was very sort of computer animated, very, it didn't feel real, and I was thinking, oh, is this what I'm in for? You know, but other than that, the film is all, it's all hand-to-hand gunfight action as opposed to chases and all this sort of thing. So that scene aside, which wasn't looked particularly great, the rest is handled really well. It was directed pretty damn well, and it must have had good stunt choreography to it. So yeah, would I recommend this film? I would recommend this film. Yes, it was a fun film. Like I said, it did drag a little bit for me because of the reasons I said. But when you're comparing it to things like Jolt and the Gunpowder Milkshake, that sort of a film, it's far superior. It feels like it's directed more maturely with someone who knows what they're doing, and it was a fun film. The character was very good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was fantastic in it. But yeah, so it's a film that if it ever came to physical media, it's a film that I would purchase, and I would give a rewatch to at some point. So yeah, it was a fun film, and it's definitely worth your time. Now, as you know, or may not know, in my reviews, I don't give films an arbitrary number out of 10, because it doesn't work. When you're looking at a vast number of films, you know, giving something out of 10, automatically you get, oh, well, you gave this a number, and you gave this a number, and it's like really close together, but the films are drastically have a vast difference in quality and this sort of thing. So in my mind, that doesn't work. So I'm not going to give it some stupid arbitrary number. Just I'll give it a thumbs up for this film. Yeah, if you're interested, go and watch it. Yeah, so that's it. That was my review for Kate. Have you seen this film? Did you enjoy this film? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, so this is AJ. I'm getting away, and I shall speak to you all later. Take care. Goodbye.